Ribbon. I'm so excited to have Nate Broussard with me today from Guardian Mortgage. Is it Nathaniel, Nathan, or Nate?
It's actually Nathan.
Okay, so on your birth certificate, it's Nathan.
It's Nathan.
And when did you start going by Nate?
I actually started going by Nate in college.
Okay.
People just started calling me that, and I got used to that. But then when I come back, my friends from high school call me Nathan. So it really goes back and forth.
Oh, all right.
My brother only calls me Nate now.
Speaking of college, you had a successful career playing football for Cal Berkeley
I did.
as a linebacker. Correct?
Yes.
Linebacker.
Correct.
That's
Linebacker.
the correct term. Yes.
Yes.
And that kind of didn't go as planned.
It didn't.
So we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Yes, we will.
Stay tuned for that. But you grew up in Plano, and we're in Plano driving around in this huge truck of yours. These are your old stomping grounds?
It is. It's a little too close to stomping grounds. But
And where did you go to high school?
I went to Plano West.
What did you want to do when you grew up? Because your parents were in the mortgage industry.
Yes.
You have an uncle in the mortgage industry.
Yes.
So what were you
My
thinking?
brother's in it now too.
Oh, really? So then what did you think you wanted to be?
I want to do football all the way. So when I went to college, I was like, I'm going to go to the NFL. That's going to be what I do.
So that was the plan.
So that was the plan.
And was Berkeley your first pick? I'm from California.
Berkeley was not my first pick. My first scholarship offer was actually from Stanford. So Stanford was my first choice. Well, when I went up there, a lot of things were going on over the next few years in high school, and they were getting a coaching change. And kind of on my big profile here, they were like, oh, well, you also have a scholarship from Cal. And I was like, well, I haven't even talked to Cal. Ended up falling in love with the coaches and the whole program there. Ended up going to Berkeley.
You're in college playing football, and what happened?
So I played my freshman year and was doing phenomenal. And went into my sophomore year, tore my ACL and my meniscus, missed the whole season.
Wow.
Came back from that following year, tore the same ACL, tore the same meniscus, missed my whole junior year. The process of going through a torn ACL and even a torn meniscus twice, and at least getting back to an athletic point where you can, like I could still probably go out and do everything I can do on the football field, maybe a little bit slower. To get back to that point after an ACL is horrific. I still did my pro day at college, and then I actually did do some, not training camps, but like workouts for the San Francisco 49ers and Oakland Raiders. It's just at that point, at that level, even though I have a great freshman year, great freshman year, the NFL really only cares about like, what did you put on tape this past year? Mm-hmm. And I was there. So
then you graduate from Berkeley.
Yes.
And is it just automatic that you decided to get into mortgage?
So I graduated, since I played the last season, I graduated in December. So during that time when you're getting ready for the combine or the draft or getting picked up in free agency, that's not until like March or April. So I had about 4 or 5 months where I came back and trained here locally. And in the meantime, my dad's in my ear. He goes, mortgages. You gotta look at mortgages. You gotta look at this. Da, da, da. So like it was kind of preemptuously set up. I don't even know if that was the right word to use right there, but it was kind of already put into place. Preemptuously?
Presumptuously.
Presumptuously.
There you go.
Yes.
Do you think that your background in college athletics impacts the loan officer that you are?
100%. Because I've always been the type where I don't care what I'm doing or whatever I'm gonna do, I'm competitive at it. But not just competitive at like, hey, I want to get this done. I'm competitive at this, or just wanting to do better than somebody else. Like, I want to be the best in whatever area. So like that's kind of like what I take from football.
So then, what makes it unique for your realtors that work with you and your clients that work with you? What do you try to provide to them, or what unique experiences do they have with you as their loan officer?
So and you could say this comes from football a little bit, because you gotta obviously have a lot of emotions in football or any sport. And I put my emotions into it to where I'm not just trying to just push a piece of paper and this is what you're doing. Like I am trying to make sure that whether it be a purchase or even a refinance, it's the best financial decision that fits their needs.
So is there one thing that you do every day that you feel contributes to your success?
I would say drinking coffee. I would make it that simple.
How do you drink your coffee?
Black.
What's something that you don't do that you know you probably should?
I would like to start doing some sort of quiet reflection time, like everyone talks about doing.
Oh yeah, like a journal.
Some sort of meditation.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't say a journal.
Oh.
But like wake up early and just like sit for 15 minutes.
What was your first car?
A 1998 Ford F-150.
Okay.
It was maroon.
Have you always driven a truck?
I've always driven a truck.
What's your dream car?
Probably Ferrari or Lamborghini. I know it's really kind of basic and I don't have an exact model for you.
What color?
But a Ferrari would be red, of course. A Lamborghini, I would go with any, I don't know, any sort of color. Purple, orange, green. Those don't have like the set color, you know?
That's true. That's true. Lake or ocean?
Lake for sure.
City or country living?
I would say country living, but with an hour of city. All I need is a nice acre.
Okay.
Or even 3/4 of an acre.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Do you have dogs?
Yes.
What are your 2 favorite snacks?
Ooh, I love this one. My 2 favorite snacks are a Reese's Pieces Fast Break and a Diet Dr. Pepper. I had a big problem pre-COVID.
Together? Like, that's so much sugar.
Well, Diet Dr. Pepper doesn't have any sugar.
I know, but I mean sweetness.
Pre-COVID, I would go upstairs to the 6th floor because that's where we had like a whole bunch of vending machines like for the whole building, and I'd get both of them like almost every day. I was spending like $4 a day.
If you could pick someone to play you in a movie about your life, who would you pick?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't really know actors.
Okay. Is there someone that you get told that you look like?
Yes, Aquaman. Why were you already? Is that on your list? Is that on your question? I'd say that guy.
Yeah, Jason Momoa.
Yes.
You just need a spray tan.
I do.
That's okay.
I got pretty olive skin. No?
Is there a movie you can watch over and over again without getting tired of?
Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Of course I know what that is.
I was just making sure. You kind of said it like, okay.
So you've faced some challenges that we've talked about. How did you overcome them, and what did you learn from them?
Man. How did I overcome my injuries? It was kind of tough. I don't know if I still may have even overcome it fully, because it's like when it's football season, like last night, I'm like, man, if only.
I'm sure.
But just getting into something else helped me really overcome it, and like excelling at something else and putting all my time and all my efforts. And
so pushing on, which is pushing through.
Yeah, pushing forward, and kind of like letting the past be the past, and moving on. You know.
What drives you every day to be the best you can be for yourself, for your clients, for your family?
What drives me, and I actually had a mentor ask me this, and he said, "What drives you every day?" And don't say the normal family, kid, wife, whatever. And that's kind of like when you take that stuff away, it's a hard question, And what probably drives me the best, or every day, is literally to be the best. Like I want, like without a doubt, to be the best loan officer, to be the best at whatever I'm doing. And like right now, because of work, because this is what I do, it's being a loan officer.
Right.
So to get up and be able to be the expert when I talk with my clients, getting them something like that, also being the person that says, well, we got to go talk to Nate. Or like when you're a client and you're talking to a friend, you have to talk to Nate.
Yeah.
You have to get your mortgage with him.
Right.
So that's what I would say drives me.
It's a good answer.
And my wife and my dog. But
of course.
We got to get a little bit beyond that.
Yeah.
So
I think you did. That's good. So this has been fun.
Yes.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's take that hair down and see whose hair is longer.
I know, it's gonna be wedged back too.
Oh my gosh.
So I gotta get
my. Shake it out.
I gotta get
Shake it out. That, you look like a completely different person.
I know, and it's balayage.
Isn't that
too.
Crazy? Yeah, it's fancy.
Got
It
some
is.
blondes.
It's very blonde.
If it wasn't curly, I think it'd be just as long as yours.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's see who can put their hair back the quickest.
Okay. When are we starting? Are we
Wait, is it a bun or just a ponytail? A bun, right?
Are we doing a bun?
Twist?
Yeah, I do the twist.
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna beat me.
Go.
Are we doing a high bun or a low bun?
Low bun.
Oh, well, I started going high.
Oh.
Dang it. See, I thought we were going high. So high takes me a little bit longer.
Good job.